Hello, Joseph. Could you please give an introduction about yourself?
Hey, so my name is Josef. I'm from Czech Republic, username in the real world Flash, and I've been student in the real world for about 2.5 years, close to three. And it's been a great journey, and it's been the great educational system that I've ever received.
hmm So you said 2.5 to 3 years. So I assume if you weren't getting much value from it, you wouldn't have stayed inside for so long. Uh, I'll get to that in a bit. First, what led to you actually joining the real world 2.5 to 3 years ago, whenever that was?
So back in the days when I was playing PS4, Call of Duty, one of my buddies um, showed me his balance on the bank account, and he told me about copywriting campus. So I got a little interest in that, and then he showed me what he's doing, where he's learning all that stuff. So I started through his account, and half a year in, I bought my own membership, and I just started my own journey. I continued in copywriting, and then I was just building up and getting more information from other campuses, and just kept going.
Okay.
quit
So,
quit playing, quit doing all the loser stuff, and just dial into the real world.
I'm making a note. Account sharing ban. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, so interesting. They found out about it that way because many people might speak about the real world to their friends, but then their friends just kind of ignore it because they think,
Oh
ah.
yeah.
So how comes that wasn't the case for you? Like, how comes you actually went and looked into it? Like, was there any kind of was it purely because of the money you saw he was making? Was it something else?
So at that time, I was playing hockey in United States, and
Mm,
I kind of knew that it's not gonna work out for me, like making the money that I desire. So, I had to figure it out. I wanted to still be able to make in the money that I was gonna, because I got injured. But yeah, my friend was in the United States too, and he had pretty comfortable situation. So I just tried to follow him, and then it turned out like different for me because he quit and I kept going, and I went higher and higher.
How comes he quit? If he was the one who got you into it, he was showing he made money through copywriting. What happened there?
He got involved with different people, different friends, and they dragged him down to, loser dumb shit. And I
Mm,
just didn't want to be involved in that, so I cut myself off.
mhm. Okay. And then once you actually got into the real world, what campuses did you join yourself?
So first I joined to copywriting, but at the beginning I was one of those bouncers, bouncing through campuses. But the copywriting campus kind of stick with me, and at some point I just dialed 100% in, and I wasn't gonna quit until I make money from the one campus. And sometime like in a couple months I got my first client, start making money, and the more services people required, so I had to learn more skills to be able to get the work done.
Mhm.
But like my main campus is copywriting.
Got it. And how long did it take you of learning and outreach before you actually landed your first client?
So for me, it was different start because I started first running my own businesses, but not digital marketing or AI, any of that. It was for coaching, because I, played hockey pretty good. So I started doing private coaching, and I was implementing those things into my business, when it comes to, social media, websites, and some email marketing. And I started making good money, started getting clients from Google ads and etc etc. And then I was like, wait a minute, why can't I do it for people, right, for businesses? And then I kind of shift from doing it for my businesses, doing it for clients. So I would say first 3 months, I will not first half year, it was like strictly for me, but I was outreaching, and in a half a year I got my first client, which was a hotel, and they wanted to revamp website and booking system. Like it was a bigger deal. So yeah, I got that, and then it was just referrals came in, and
So before we continue there, uh, for the hotel, who did you speak to from management in the hotel? What did you pitch them? How did they actually end up agreeing? Was it a smaller scale hotel, so it was just a few
we
people there?
talking about like 25
Hmm.
rooms. It wasn't like big, but decent size. They making some good money. So in my case, I think I have a pretty like my warm outreach, like the people that I know, they own businesses. I would say in my cycle, the people they not they not employed, but they own businesses. So I started reaching out to them, and I think I was lucky because at that time they had digital marketing agency, and they just couldn't fulfill. It was just nonstop struggle, no communication, and actually, the owner is my friend, so I showed up. Hey, I've done it for myself. I can do it for you. And he was already decided that he's gonna fire the previous agency, so he brought me in, and that's how it started.
Yeah. Okay. Nice timing. And what about how you actually priced yourself back then? What did you charge for what you were offering?
You want to know the exact number?
If you can, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, so that's not a problem. So because I wasn't beginner, I've done it for myself. I knew, how it works. I knew the results I got from myself. So I wasn't starting as a beginner. Plus in the copywriting campus, there's G's that done websites for hotels, and they point me towards a few $1,000. So we ended up on a $4,500 dollars, and we talking about Europe scale, not US scale. So
Yeah, so very solid. Because usually when doing it for someone else for the first time, people tend to undercharge, maybe for a testimonial or just for the experience. But I guess since you had the experience doing it for yourself already, you had the confidence as well to actually charge a valid amount for the service you're offering. So yeah, very
yes,
cool.
and I also knew the website for the hotel is a critical point. If they don't have website, they can't function basically. So it was a big deal for them, and they wanted it done. I got it done, but it cost
Yep.
money.
Yep, yep. Then in terms of niches, how much more can you say for what you've done? So you've done hotel industry. How did it evolve since? Did you stay in hotels and do everything for hotels after, or did you go into other things?
No. So I know that a lot of people, even professors, they say to stick with the niche or at the beginning try multiple niches. But I'm not a really big fan of sticking with one niche. I like to try as many as I can, and I think I haven't tried that many that I want to. So I'm just gonna keep exploring. I mean, I've gone to we have hotel niche, fitness niche. I've done some hair salon niche. Um, for that now, it's two construction companies, one dentist. So uh, I'm open to any niche. So
Fair enough. As long as it pays, you'll do the work.
exactly.
Cool, cool. All right. So if you were to say from everyone you worked with, actually, would you give a rough estimate of the number of clients you've had and then how much that has resulted in terms of income in total?
So I've worked with over around 15 clients, and it resulted to close to $100,000.
Mhm. So yeah, amazing. And as you said, for European standards, I'm sure you're doing very.
No, it was combined with US market as well. So it wasn't just strictly European standards,
But I mean,
because
for
some of the
European
clients
standards,
there.
and you live in Europe, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, yeah,
Czech
now,
Republic.
yeah.
So yeah, what? Czech Republic. What's average wage there?
Man, it's like $1,000.
Yeah. So for
Not
Europe,
even, not even.
in Czech Republic, you're doing very well for yourself.
Yeah, but I haven't been living here like consistently. Past 3 years, I've been bouncing US and Europe.
Uh,
So
so
yeah, I'm
what
traveling a
business did you
lot.
have in the US? This purely for travel, or was it business related as well?
So I have a client over there, actually two. One of them is construction company. One of them is fitness guy. He's a like online coach. So he's a strictly online coach. And now I have two new potential clients, which is ice rink and plumber company or plumbing company.
Okay. And so you travel over for clients then?
Yeah, yeah,
For,
yeah, yeah. Just meet clients, figure out new systems and and face to face it's different than on the Zoom.
yep.
And
So
over
what?
time the relationship got much closer than just strictly business.
Of course. And what does your average day look like now then, compared to before you joined the real world?
So I don't play games anymore, and my average day is like I wake up pretty early before 8 a.m. Drink a lot of water, go gym, and I spend most of my day on on laptop, just doing work, trying to get as much done as I can. Like that's all. That's all I really do: work out and work.
Mhm. And how's that? What do you say to people who would say, "Ah, that's excessive. You're working all the time. There's no balance in your life." What's your perspective on that?
So I enjoy making money. That's for me as I take it as a fun. I don't take it as, oh, I gotta go work, I gotta do this. No, it's fun for me. I enjoy the number, when the number comes in. I enjoy when I wake up and something came in while I was asleep. So I'd like to keep doing that and keep stacking up,
Mhm,
because then like I'm able to go overseas, go, wherever I want and do as I want.
mhm. And in terms of actually the services you offer, has that evolved since that hotel client you landed, or is it all fairly
Oh
similar?
yeah, it evolved a lot. So I've gone through like let's say not just marketing or building AI systems, but issues comes up, and when people reach out to me if I can fix it, I'll fix it, and I get paid for it. So we talking about like I had to do some coding, WordPress coding, database fixing, and DNS. Setting up DNS, just all kind of stuff when it comes to website. Uh, it's a more of problem solving than just offering PPC or something like that.
Mhm. Got it. So a wide range of services. Um, and what advice do you have to maybe people who are starting out in copywriting? And a lot of them might say, well, maybe it's a saturated niche. That's why I'm not getting any clients. Uh, yeah, what would you say to them, to anyone who's currently new and maybe struggling to get their first client?
So first, I would double down on the warm outreach. I wouldn't do any cold outreach until I get my client from warm outreach. Maybe some of my friends knows a friend, and I can do something for him. Get a couple testimonials, and after I have some confidence, just go for the cold outreach and send emails, call, and it will come. It's just game of numbers, and if you want it, you'll get it.
Hmm. Indeed. All right. What about how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, 24.
24. So did you go to university or no?
Not university, not I mean, I did school, I did like high school in Czech, but not university, so no bachelor, no
It's
none
not
of that.
too. Yeah, yeah. What about? So, what do your parents think? You didn't go to university. You're doing this now. What did they say about it?
So it was because when I turned 18, I signed my pro hockey contract, so I
Mm,
was making some money by playing hockey. So I wasn't thinking about doing anything else than just hockey and keep playing hockey for money. But then I got injured and it changed, and I actually went to university. I was gonna try to be a lawyer, but I went there once and that was it. That was done for me. And then, I went to US, started playing hockey there for a year, and then I, met the friend. He showed me the real world, and it all changed. And because I was spending so much time overseas, so my parents really didn't know what I'm doing. And whenever I came back with more, bigger, better, and they just accepted. They just let me do how I want. They
Sure.
didn't, get in my way. No, nothing. They just let me do what I
Makes sense. So, had you not joined the real world, what plans did you have? Like, where was your life heading at that point?
want. That's a great question because I don't really know where I would end if I didn't join. But I think some normal wagey job in Europe, like, $1,000, $1,500 a month, and probably hanging out with the same friends, every Friday, Saturday, going to the pub, having beer, having a whole bunch of stupid fun. But I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad I cut myself off.
Hmm. Indeed. So, since you're on the trajectory you're on now, where is your life heading? Let's say if you put it short term, medium term, long term, what plans do you have?
So I'm planning to scale up my business, get back to the numbers that I was making, um, I don't know, half a year ago, and get even more, probably get more clients and bring some more people in my team. Definitely, I want to get some people on my team and try to scale up that way, and just keep growing, just keep growing, being better student of the real world, and yeah, making more money, traveling more.
Okay. Traveling, as you said, between US,
I
maybe.
travel all over the world, like in Europe. I've been, I don't know, over 20 countries and over 30 states.
And in your perspective, this is a random question, but in your perspective, what's looking better for future, US or Europe?
Definitely US. This is going to be on Rumble, so there's no issue with that, right?
Yeah, yeah. It seems Europe is going downhill.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yep, yep. Okay, won't get too political. I guess I'll end off with a final question then. So, for people who are unsure about joining the real world because they're thinking they might get scammed for $50, what advice would you have to them?
Don't be a gay and just join. I've talked to so many people in Europe and my age, older, younger, and they look at it as a scam. They see Android as a scam, which is not. And it's a hard talking to them and explaining them that it's not scam, but the results they speak for itself. So if they're trying to convince me in their true, just what I tell them, just look at me and look at you, right? Like, how far did I come? What I have done? What have you done? And then the conversation is done. So, I would love to all my friends to bring in and be, minded as I am, but it's not the case. So,
And since you mentioned Tate, what kind of an impact has Tate had on you over those 3 years?
big of impact, big, very big impact. It's it shifted from watching and listening, stupid people on the internet to listening something which is uh useful. And I don't want to, like talk about any of the politics stuff, but like stuff like wake up early, go to gym, work hard, don't let emotions affect yourself, and just do it as a man, don't be gay. So it affected me a lot. It had a big and good impact on me. Very good
Okay.
impact.
Amazing. Okay, so yeah, we'll finish off there. So, been cool to hear how you've made 100,000 with copywriting, the all the services you offer at 24 years old now. How you went from was it basically a professional hockey player at that point? Were you
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
professional
yeah.
hockey
Yes.
player?
Yeah.
But then injury, went to US. How you found out about the real world, pretty funny as well, from a friend playing Call of Duty together, and then you're actually one of those rare people who decided to take the step and join, because so many people hear about it and then think, must be a scam. I don't trust Tate, like anything like that. But yeah, you tried it out,
It's
and here you
it's
are now.
just $50. People spend more on coffee or some, candies. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Especially with inflation, and the price hasn't changed of the real world, whereas everything
oh
else has
yeah,
been inflated. So it's
that's
even
right.
cheaper now than it was the
Oh
$50 thing
yeah,
3 years
yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah.
Worth way more than it is now. So yeah,
I
anyway,
joined to the
very
I
much.
joined to the champion. I'm the champion right now, so yeah.
Wait, so one more question on that. How is that like? Like, what's the champion role? Do you get? I think you get access to some Tristan lessons, right? From that.
Yeah, 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 Tristan
Did you
lessons.
listen to
Yep.
those?
Oh yeah, yeah, I listened to a lot of lessons from Tristan. It's a different view than Andrew, and it's good. I think everybody should watch it. Everybody should join it. He's got some good knowledge to share, and there's a lot to learn from him.
Mm. Okay, cool, cool. So yeah, well, and been great speaking to you, Joseph, and I
Yep.
wish you all the best of the
Same
future.
to you. Thank you. You as well.